she say, getting no delay. Run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. I'm a #1 like you say. Used to kick boot on the estate back then. T90s with the Levi's matching. Rips in the denim, that's classic. These beats get wrapped like Futamaki, that's a sushi roll. I'm a young CEO, gotta do as you're told. Gotta act your stat, gotta play your role. I was OT, all shutting down shows from A to B, long way to go. About time they know about me. Hello, the jiggle and clap, jello. I've been on top, where they at? Below. Presidential flow, Marilyn Monroe. I got pounds, got euros, stacking them both. I'll stick. He say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. The 33, 5 yards on the play. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
5 yards on the play.
Another run by Bigsby. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here's a give to Bigsby.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Now a handoff to Bigsby.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
On 3rd down, here's Bigsby.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
A run here with Dearness Johnson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8.
At the 48-yard line.
13, Luke. 11.
Lawrence will throw.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line.
First down, Jaguars.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On second down, Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's not just the offensive linemen and the guys charged with protecting him that take it personally. When the franchise quarterback is dropped on the ground, it runs through the whole organization from the owner all the way down.
It's like every single time he goes down, everyone holds their breath.
Not only do they hold their breath, but they feel the hit as well. They're just trying to think of ways for it not to happen again.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 49 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Here's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jags are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete.
And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Now 3rd down and 7. Jackson.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
One of the best in the NFL, in no small part because of his running ability. But on that play, didn't matter to the defense at all. Nice stop for them, a feather in their cap for getting the sack and brought down one of the toughest guys to catch in the NFL.
Agnew now to return. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
Red on red. 11. Hey, I'm gun.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 40-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, kill.
Lawrence now off the bootleg.
On the move to his left. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
They go play action with Lawrence.
Rolling to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to get the football back at their own 17.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And he may have given those 6 yards right back as they're going to get to him well behind the line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Now 2nd and 9.
Here's Jackson to throw.
That's caught. It's Flowers. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Zay Flowers, 70 yards. And the Ravens post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Andre Cisco.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Justin Tucker, the kickoff for Baltimore.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Here is 3rd and 5. They go play action now. Lawrence out to the flat here for Johnson.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Jackson now.
That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards to pick up there. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. To about the 26 here.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
At the 26-yard line.
Balled at the 26, 2nd and 7. Jackson. Complete to Likely. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely, 26 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
At their own 37-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They work now on 2nd and 9. Play action. It's Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number two, maybe they actually have the lead.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. That is incomplete. But he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Leave for 24. Easy. Read it 24. Read it 24.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence.
Looking downfield for Jones.
Oh, that's the third interception for Lawrence. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jaguars nothing.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Brandon McManus to kick off for the Jaguars.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
And they're on the 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Second and 9.
Throwing is Jackson. Forced out to his left.
Ill-advised throw back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco.
And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Man in motion is Agnew. On the counter, Etienne.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Touchdown!
Jamal Agnew.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Jaguars take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. So it took them a little while, Charles, but now they have their first points of the game, and they come here in this third quarter.
And more often than not, Brandon, when that happens, you find yourself down 21, 28 points and not really with a lot of hope, but with that touchdown, they're right back in this game.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Ravens 12, Jaguars 7. Brandon McManus to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
14-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. They had a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. It's a first down, and that catch also puts him at 150 yards receiving now for the game.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down.
He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins.
He is out of bounds right around the 34. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, I'll give him points for standing in there and making the throw, but I got to take those points away because he threw into double coverage.
Yeah, you took the pop, you're right, but that's one maybe you just take the sack.
Yeah, I agree with you totally. And most quarterbacks don't want to eat the ball. They want to try to make a play downfield. I think your point is spot on. Take the sack. Don't force it into coverage. He was fortunate didn't get intercepted.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Jackson on first down. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll throw on first down with Jackson.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down. To throw again is Jackson.
That one behind his man, incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. In motion left goes a tight end. On 3rd down, here's Edwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
Now it's Jackson.
Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman on the touchdown throw from Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
They've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
You call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Here we go.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Lawrence. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Jags come up empty on fourth down, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On third down, Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. On play action, Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
Red on red.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Let's go.
Now a 2nd and 10. Quick reaction as he catches it off the tip. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. Lawrence going to move him around a bit.
They'll look to throw again. Steps away. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
Lawrence now off the bootleg.
Rolling to his right.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete.
Touchdown, Jaguars.
Jamal Agnew
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jags have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14.
Ravens 20, Jaguars 14. Brandon McManus to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The return man is Hill. Returning it, Hill.
And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the 2nd half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 in 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Jackson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8.
Here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. This is 1st and 10. Now Lawrence now going to move him around. ETN up the middle. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll come up now on 2nd down. The quick throw complete into the flat out left.
Bottom line, 2-yard gain's just not going to cut it in this situation. You've got to move the ball downfield in order to have a chance.
Defense will give them that the rest of the way. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the lead, still a 1-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Now a 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Jackson. Out to his left. That is caught. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. On the move to his left. And this one incomplete.
So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And they're going to be set up with excellent field position past the 45.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Here's 1st and 10.
Take right open. 13, move. Silver.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's 1st down.
Go, let's go.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9. They go play action now. Lawrence. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. Here we go. This is 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining.
And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
Go ahead.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And to be frank, Charles, probably not too many people surprised at how